It's been reported that Russia has committed $63 billion by 2020 on its Arctic development program. Their mandate includes development of an integrated transportation system to assist building out their industry and energy sectors, as well as establishment of competitive science and technology sector. After spending years meeting with Alaska's Arctic residents, those who will be most impacted by the opening of the Northwest Passage waters, the Alaska Arctic Policy Commission is ready for the world of policymakers to visit the land of the midnight sun.
It's certainly going to be the Arctic policy of this administration that Alaska's voice is heard, and especially the voice of the people who live in the Arctic and who will be likely directly affected by the policy that is created.
And when it comes to developing Arctic policy, Mallott wants to be sure that Alaskans are not left out in the cold.
We need to be extremely vigilant in its development because much of it is likely to be made a long way away. Some of it is likely to be made without significant understanding of the Arctic. If that is allowed, decisions could be made that are not in the residents of the Arctic's interests. So we have to be very careful.
Without core infrastructure, building up Alaska's Arctic would be impossible. With the risk of development comes the reward of opportunity for a better life for those in rural areas.
The Arctic part of Alaska that we think of Arctic, the Northwest and the Southwest, and to some degree the interior, are places that it would be hard to argue are not in many ways third world.
He feels that getting our priorities straight and keeping our eye on the ball should be fairly simple.
The need for every aspect of a quality life is still very much needed in Arctic Alaska. That should be job one.
It remains to be seen if America is going to take the Arctic challenge and dedicate the resources that Russia has. But whatever we end up with being designated, Mallott feels we should take the ball and run with it.
Alaska should also do all of the things that are necessary as a part of the United States to make sure that, our defense, our ability to be safe in our operations, to be healthy, to have the right kind of infrastructure in the Arctic to meet needs, the ability to foster, again, responsible economic development.
Looking long-term at developing our Arctic areas, the stakes couldn't be higher.
The need for Alaska and the federal government to continue to develop Alaska is probably the most important public policy that Alaska can advance.
Putin signed off on the Russian government's plan to preserve the Arctic as a zone of peace. Hopefully America won't break the peace fighting with its Arctic states. Reporting in Juneau, I'm Dorene Lorenz.